Okay, you're going to want a 128 by 64 I2C OLED display. And you can see the little pins on here. It's got ground and VCC and then the two in and out sections. I'm going to stick it on the breadboard. This is a DHT11 humidity sensor. You see it's got the out in the middle for the signal. Stick that in the breadboard. Take your positive and stick it in there, and your negative and stick it in there. We're going to put all of the positives and negatives on that one line just to make it easier. So first we put it on the sensor. Then we put it on the OLED. Make sure you get it in the right hole. Don't do what I do right here. Sometimes you got to count it off using the pen. Use the solder at the top. See that? Almost put it in the negative. Now we're going to put the negatives on. That one's tricky because the signal's in the center. This one's easy because the stuff's on the end. Now you just put the positive on the positive line and negative on the negative line. I know it's blurry, but you know what I'm doing. You've done this before on breadboards, right? Now we're going to use A0 for the sensor and 3 volts and ground, of course, on this side. Now we're going to hook up the signals. So over here, we're hooking this up. See that? That's the signal for the sensor, which is going to go in A0. Now, on normal Arduinos, this is marked, but this is, one of those other kind of Arduinos. So it's above that A ref. There's those two pins above the A ref. Those are the SDA and SCL for the Arduinos, and that's what you're going to match up with your little things here. See? Watch. One goes in there, and that one goes in the other one. And I'm sorry that my light burned out and I did not have a bright white light. I will get one as soon as I can. So this is a little dark, but I'll zoom up on it afterwards and you'll be able to see better. 3 volts, ground. So we've got everything all connected together. See above the AREF. If you had an official Arduino, you would see the little writing on there. Now on to the script. The link to this is in the description. All that you have to change is that right there to the pin number that you're using because they put a different pin number and I like A0. Also, you're going to have to define which sensor you're using. We use DHT11. You can see there's 22 and 21 underneath it. You just delete those little slanty lines in front of whichever one you're using. Now we're going to plug it in. You get to see it work. Just jiggle that little A0 wire sometimes if you get that sensor error and it'll come back on. But as you can see, it works just fine. Thank you for watching and support local business and go to Electronics Parts Outlet in Houston, Texas and grab the parts for this cool little project.